Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. My name's Taylor, and today we're going to be going over a 2024 Newmar Mountain Aire. This is the 3825. So if you guys aren't familiar with this floor plan, it is all new for 24. So you have a tag axle on the 38-foot coach, and it has a little bit more horsepower, being a 525. So super excited to show you guys this high horsepower, smaller coach, greater for those national parks and to get into tighter areas that get a little bit more congested during, the summer season of camping. So it's nice to be able to get a very high-end luxury coach in a little bit smaller space. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Alrighty, starting over here, we have our nice little steps. It is still pretty aired up, but so the steps will get a little bit lower. Just wanted to point that out there. We have our nice little grab bar as we enter the coach, along with a pin pad and a doorbell. Our floor plan code right here. And as we slide on over to our tires, we do have the Michelin XCA. These are the 365/70R, and we do have our independent air suspension, which is 20,000 pounds, and we have our Coney shocks. And these are going to be on aluminum wheels with Dura Bright Vision. We have a nice little light right here and our reflector. This is a dual fill. It's going to be a 150-gallon diesel fill on either side. And then for our exterior paint colors, the graphics, this is the forest graphics, so it's kind of black, white, gray, and charcoal. Beautiful full body finish on the paint. And then in our first bay here, we have our Dometic with another extra shelf on top of here. But I'll go ahead and pull this out just to show you. It does have two sections here that are closed off, and you can set each temperature different for each section. So one could be a fridge and the other can be a freezer, or you can make them freezer for both. But I like that it's on the little manual slide tray to make it easy to kind of open and close and kind of store everything in there. And our second bay here, we have our road vac. So this is super nice because it gives you a few plugins here, so you can go ahead and clean out all those bays and the trays. Over time they kind of get a little dusty and dirty. So being able to have that inside as well as down in your bays makes it really nice to keep it clean. And then we have our manual trays here. They are all nice and carpeted. And then here's the road vac appliances inside here, and then we have some extra tile as well as other extra appliances that Newmar provides for you. And then you do have two charging outlets in here, the little GFIs, as well as your satellite and Blu-ray. If you wanted to plug a TV in here, you have that already nice and pre-wired. Nice little cork board here with two shelves that are made out of metal, so it's pretty heavy duty to put all those fluids, tools, you name it, inside here to make it nice and easy to grab and store while you're going down the road. Here is the tag axle. So these are the 315/80Rs, 22.5, still Michelin's. And then we have our 15-gallon DEF fill. This is going to be a dual fill as well. We just have our main fill right here, and then I will point out that secondary one on the driver's side. And for our last bay, we have our chassis batteries, as well as our chassis battery disconnects. And then we have our air filter here that we can usually get to kind of screw off. So you want to change that out about every 2 years. And as we work our way over here to the rear of the coach, I'll go ahead and pop this open so you guys can see the chassis. But this is on a Spartan chassis. It's the Cummins X12. It's a 18.7 CFM air compressor, 525 horsepower at 19,000 RPMs, and that torque is going to be 1,695 foot-pounds of torque. And it has the Alison 4000 MH. And your towing capacity down here is going to be 15,000 pounds, and then you have the built-in tow braking system in here you have that extra air tank, and then you have that 7-way connector for your brake lights. Here is a connection for your block heater, so it's already integrated here. I'm not going to fight with this plastic cover, but you can unplug it during the summer months and then plug it in when it is needed. And we will go ahead and work our way over to the driver's side here. We have that side radiator and our second DEF fill. Again, it's going to be 15 gallons. We have our emergency exit, which is located in the rear of that master bathroom. Here is just a place that you can kind of throw those hoses when they're nice and dirty. Just chuck them in there, and it's nice because it has a little hole in the back so you can wash it out with your hose to keep it nice and clean. And now over here for our wet bay, typically called the dirty bay, but this makes the backsplash makes it look really nice and clean. And you have your plastic covering down here to help, you know, clean it up, wipe it down. But we do have 80 gallons of gray, 60 gallons of black, and 105 gallons of fresh. And then you have your exterior shower here. It is all stainless steel, so that's kind of nice. Huge upgrade versus the plastic. Just makes it a lot nicer on the inside, and then you don't really have to worry about freeze damage. You have your hose here. It is on a manual pull, automatic reel. And then you have your valves here to go ahead and dump the hose, and then all of your low point drains that are up here, your gray and black tank for the rinse, and then you have that filter. The next few bays are just going to be that secondary, well, after this one, my apologies. You have your 50 amp shore power cord with the surge guard protector, and then you have another option to go ahead and plug in a TV if you wanted one on this side as well. So here's one of them that we kind of seen on the other side, but you do have your Oasis here, that hydronic heating system, so it's going to be your hot water as well as your heat inside of the coach. And then this one was upgraded for that lithium-ion battery pack. So you have a total of 640 amp hours with the two 3,000 watt inverters right here. And then you do have a spot for another, well, a third lithium battery if you wanted, which we can do here in-house. And then you do have 4 sun-free solar panels on the roof as well. Here is just another little control board over here with all of our fuses. It does come with your own little squeegee for that windshield. And then down here is that spigot for our generator, which is the Cummins Onan, and it's a 12.5 generator. Up here, just getting a nice little overview of that front cap. Mountain Aire displayed here, and then we have our mobile eye as well as our front camera way up there. And then you have the new high beam LED lights. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look on the inside. Alrighty. All right, so all of the slides are in right now. As you can notice, normally we have to do the sideways shuffle right here to kind of get through this area, but I really love this floor plan just because you don't really need to do a sideways shuffle, so it's perfect for pets, just because they can actually walk through and they're not getting super squeezed. And then they can have a little section underneath the table as well as a section over here in the kitchen area. And of course, you can go ahead and get to this half bath as well as your fridge, and you have just plenty of space to go ahead and cook a meal on the side of the road instead of having to open up the slides and get everything ready. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and open up those slides now, starting with that driver's side. So this is the Haven decor and the sable maple wood. We do have the upgrades of a dishwasher, kitchen window, all the TVs in here are going to be Samsung. They're the 4K LED. with Bose. It's 900 sound bar, and then the Bose subwoofer is going to be a 500. Perfect. Alrighty. Now we'll go ahead and open up this last slide over here in the bedroom. We do have heated floors and no carpet on the slides. It's going to be electric heat underneath the tile, which is a lot easier in case there is a section that isn't getting warm anymore. It's a lot easier to kind of troubleshoot and fix. Alrighty, let's go ahead and make our way to the rear of the coach here for our master bathroom. In our shower here, we have the shower miser, so it's nice and displayed here, but I will point out this is the little bubble to let you know you do have the shower miser, so that will go ahead and filter through that water, and you know, it'll keep heating itself before it comes out of the spigot here. So you'll go ahead and just turn on the shower to your desired temperature, and then when you are ready and it is glowing red, that'll let you know it is at the proper temperature. You'll go ahead and swipe that over, so you don't have to waste any water, which is really nice, especially when you are limited to water when you're camping. You have a shower seat right here, and you do have the upgraded handlebar up here, just because showers do get a little bit slippery sometimes, so it's kind of nice to have a place to grab on just in case you need it. And I love how the little table, the little seat here does fold up, so it is out of your way when you don't need it. All right, make sure I lock this back up again. Now we'll slide over here to all of our storage areas. Here is the hanging space along with the safe. So it's kind of out of mind, out of sight there. Once you have your clothes in here hanging, you won't really be able to see it. And then you have multiple drawers underneath the same side here. Very long, deep wooden drawers that are going to be soft close. So there's no slamming drawers around here. And I'll go ahead and just open up these ones. Again, these are a little bit wider than the other ones, but just as long. I'll just go ahead and get these, and I'll get out of your way here. There we go. So plenty of storage underneath the sink there, and then you have, geez, 9 total drawers inside this master bath. Gray solid surface countertops. I like how the sink is still a square and it's an undermount, but you do have this nice little drain here, so it's not just in one spot. Kind of drains evenly. No matter if you are on unlevel ground, you kind of always have somewhere where the water can retrieve to. You have the lighting controls up here, but 3 sections where you can have some storage in there as well as some charging. And I love the lights built in, the mirrors there, just really brightens everything up. You do have a little control panel here. They'll be found all throughout the coach, but you can control your lights, your shades, you can turn on your pumps. You can see pretty much just a mini overview of everything, your fans, systems, all that good stuff. Right over here, we have our washer and dryer. And then here is that emergency exit door I was pointing out when we were outside. Just you unlock it 2 different ways, so it's nice and safe for kids. You don't have to worry about them unlocking it unless, of course, they watch you, then you have that to worry about. But 2 nice locks here, and then there's a ladder that will pop out right there. And then you have a little Dometic here for your toilet, as well as another cabinet. And a place to hang your towels that matches all the other stainless steel around here, which is super nice. Alrighty, I'm gonna trap you in for a second. You do have a nice little pocket door here to give yourself some privacy for when you are using the restroom. And I can't remember, does this one? It does have a mirror, yes. Love that. Alrighty, as we make our way into the bedroom area, we do have a king size bed, so that is great. Even though it is a 38-foot coach, you got that king bed and still to have 2 bathrooms, so Plenty of comfortability inside of here. Some more charging as usual, the nice carpeted there to help with that sound and from things rolling around when you're going down the road. And then you have some more, you have your speakers to turn on and off here, and there is another little mini control panel that's up here, so you'll be able to turn on the generator, turn it off, do all your lights and shades, just so you don't have to get out of bed to kind of change that. More storage on either side of the bed here, and I love how big this little counter surface is too. It's not just a little mini one where you can barely have your phone on here. So a little bit wider, and it does go all the way back. Now I'll work my way over here. So I know I already pointed out we have another hanging space back here, but you do have 2 more hanging sections in here. So plenty of hanging space for all those nice shirts, polos. And then we got some more drawers here. This one comes out a little further since it's blocked by that cover, but they are relatively the same size throughout. And then this one is not a drawer. This is for where your TV receivers will be and whatnot for this Samsung TV. Counter spot space here, as well as another exit. So you have a total of 3 places to get out for emergency exit, and I am including that front door as well. And another pocket door to go ahead and close that off. This one doesn't have a mirror on either side though, but that's okay. And then we have our half bath here. I got that shade down, but you do have a window in there. Beautiful counter space, some more storage above the toilet. And then you still have that same mirror that lights up with the medicine cabinet that opens, under mount sink, and then plenty of storage down below as well. Here is the connection for our vacuum that we were talking about, and then you have the little spigot over here. You just flip it up and it will suck in all the little, dirt, dog hair, any of those things that kind of get inside of the coach that are very inconvenient. You just go ahead and sweep it in there and it's good to go. All right, here is the bigger control panel for you to control all of your temperatures. You can put it on auto, cool, and heat. And then when you go to all, you can you have 3 ACs in here, so you have the living room, bedroom, and bathroom. Little overview as far as the house batteries, and then we do have the generator on, AC, DC power, generator, our water supply, so you can see everything is empty, and then our climate control, and we can just go to our block heater. Coach mode, floor heat to turn that on. 3 different sections. That's going to be the front of the coach, the kitchen, and then that master bath. And you go to your lights, shade, and all that good stuff, your door locks and your vent fans. This little handy dandy thing is just for your climate control to help with the temperature. So you'll have these throughout the coach just to make sure no matter where you're at, the temperature is going to be consistent throughout the whole entire coach. Nice little decorative mirror here. I love having mirrors in different little places. It really helps brighten the place up as well as just opening it up. And then we have our fridge. Nice little whirlpool here with the lock already intact. You have your ice bin here, so it will make ice cubes. You just can't get it out of the door. And then plenty of storage space for all those freezer goods. All right. Sure, I lock that. Alrighty, over here we have our booth dinette with some storage up above. Again, nice big window here, but I do have the shades down just for some lighting, but I will open those up for you just so you guys can kind of see. And then we have our TV that will pop up here as well. So let's go ahead and display some of those. We'll do the shades first. There we go, bring those up so you can kind of see the change in lighting there. And then I will put up the TV for you. So just with the push of a button, we can kind of have that TV lift go up. I just am a big fan of the TV lifts just because if you are camping and you're not a big fan of watching TV while you're camping, it's out of sight, out of mind. Or if you just want all that light to come in from the window, you can kind of just put that TV away, or you're only really a big TV fan when you want to watch a movie at night, you could just go ahead and pop it up and then stow it away. So I love how they're not trying to put a TV in a corner where it's always there and it's awkward, just having it right here up front and center in front of your booth dinette, as well as the theater seating. So no matter where you're sitting at in your coach, you have a comfortable seating area to watch the TV if you'd like to. Another cool thing about this booth dinette, it does extend out. You do have 2 leafs underneath the bed, because that does, sorry, I forgot to show that, but you can lift up the bed. You do have extra storage there, and then you have 2 leafs, as well as 2 foldable chairs. So I know this is kind of a little bit of a tight booth dinette area. You could probably sit 2 on either side, but if you wanted to have a little bit more space, you can go ahead and still comfortably seat 4 here with the leafs and the extra chairs. All right. Now we're just going to go directly across from that booth dinette. We have our theater seats, which are electric, so the configurations are right here, and then you do have a little USB to go ahead and charge any of your electronics. The cup holders in here, you can turn the light on and off, so it's just kind of like a little mood light when it is dark. You are watching a movie, you kind of always know where your cup goes. Just a cool little feature. And then plenty of storage in the middle of the theater seats. So for all your books, your snacks, tablets, any of your electronics, just a really decent storage space inside of here. And then up above that, you do have 3 storage areas. They are separate compartments, so they are not through and through. So it's going to be a little bit for those smaller items. And right here for going into our kitchen, we have that big kitchen upgrade for the window. And we'll go ahead and start on top and work our way to the bottom. 2 little drawers here, again, all wood, and as you can see, it is dovetailed, so you don't have to worry about over time, the more you open this drawer, pulling on that plastic or even just the heat inside the coach, getting hot and cold and all the temperature changes. Having that dovetail makes it really nice and heavy duty, and you just know you're safe throughout the longevity of the coach. Alrighty, over here we have our Whirlpool microwave and convection oven. With the convection appliances, we got a few of them already in there. And then just one more little cabinet here, nice little spice rack, and you can interchange the height inside of here as well. Huge pantry, so all of these are gonna go ahead and push them in to unlock that, and then you can pull them in. Pull them out. Again, they're gonna be all dovetail, nice real wood, push it in to lock. So you don't really have to have heavy duty magnets on here, because when you are loading up with this food, canned food, all that gets really heavy and you kind of are worried about it sliding, coming open while you're going down the road. Having these locks on each individual tray makes it really nice because you don't have to worry about that. And then down here you just have some other sections where you can take out this wood and change the width of each. But it's nice just to have, throw some pans in there, have the wood to separate it all, so you're not really hearing them clicking and clacking together while you're going down the road. Alrighty, we got some more drawers here. And I know I didn't mention the dovetail until a little bit earlier, but that was just kind of a really good spot for you guys to see it. But it is going to be on all of our drawers and all of the cabinetry throughout the whole entire coach. So I just wanted to point that out as well. Here's that Fisher washer machine. So dishwasher, geez, sorry. But you have to turn it on to open it. It's just now it's letting me know it's locked, but I'm trying to open it. Pushing the wrong button, my bad. There we go. Okay. My bad, yeah, okay. We're just gonna leave it. Alrighty, so then we have our drawer with the plethora of remotes here. Like how it's all tapered off. And then we do have the true induction cooktop. You got 2 burners here. They are the same exact size, so that's really nice. Just helping to kind of help, cook 2 big pans. You don't have to worry about cooking one on the bigger burner and then you waiting until you're done cooking that meal, because you don't want to use the smaller burner. So I like how they're both the same in size. And then you have a cutting board on either side here. And as we slide over to our kitchen sink here, 2 huge bowls. One's gonna be bigger than the other, but it's just a ridiculous size sink, which is great for, you could fit a crock pot in here. So if that tells you how big it is, being able to fit a crock pot in here without worrying to crack any of the edges, especially when it gets all soapy. Very nice sink here. There we go. And then for our little sink faucet here, we do have a little extender, And then down below here, more storage and more drawers. And then just one more storage area with a little drawer as well next to that kitchen. Alrighty, that's gonna wrap up everything up front. Let's go over here to the driving area. All right, so over here to my left, we have the HWH leveling. So at the push of a button, we can level everything out. And then we have our Alison over here for the drive, neutral, and reverse. And then you have the engine brake where you can turn it high and low. Sorry, the engine brake's up here. This is for your, if you wanted to do manual. And then you have to turn the engine brake on and off, and then you can do the high, medium, and low. You have the tag dump right here as well. Some cup holders, all of your lights, your brake, wireless charger, and then your steering wheel. So you have your cruise control. You can go ahead and set the toggle right here. And then I wanted to show, you have a little up here to move that steering wheel. It's going to be on the left side. You have a pedal down here to go ahead and do that. And then to turn on the cruise control, it's going to be over here on this bar. You just go ahead and push it in to go ahead and get it started. And then to make it go higher or lower, you turn that off and on. Right over here is just our Newmar display. But we'll go ahead, I have to turn on the coach to actually have that up and running. So let's go ahead and do that. Perfect. Now everything is waking up here for our LED dash. You can see all the speedometers, and we will slowly start airing up as well. But our generator, it's highlighted orange because we do have that running right now. And then you have for your fans, high, medium, and low, your dock lights, courtesy lights, and all the shades. And then your AC and heating controls. And you have two little drawers here right next to you to kind of keep anything you need inside of there. Alrighty. It's taking a second to wake up here, but you do have Apple and Android CarPlay where you can connect Bluetooth, and you have your own navigation. You have the 360 camera over here, but I'm not going to bore you with all the electronics up here. Nothing really changed for 2024 besides having the bigger dash screen there, which is still nice and new. But that's going to wrap it up for our 2024 Newmar Mountain Aire, again, the 3825 floor plan. So if you guys had any comments, questions, or concerns, you can go ahead and reach out to me on my information below, which is 970-388-7937. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and have a great day.